Hello there.
It is genuinely hard to believe that this game is 7 years old. That certainly makes me feel old. Recently was the 7th anniversary of Star Wars Battlefront 2. 7 years since we were first exposed to this game, to the controversy that surrounded its launch. Remember, when this thing launched, it was the most hated thing on the planet. There were lawsuits, there were accusations of child gambling, the whole loot box thing. Everyone was claiming EA was money hungry, that they were exploiting children. It wasn't a good time, but they did think the game gave you a sense of pride and accomplishment. Ah, what a good time 2017 was. It's hard to believe that back then, all of this content that you see here was not in the game. There was no Clone Wars. There was no Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there.
There was no General Grievous. No Anakin Skywalker. No Last Jedi content. That was one of the first DLCs, which is kind of amusing as well. But I think one thing has stayed true for Battlefront 2 ever since its initial release, and that is the visuals. This game graphically looks stunning. The work DICE put into recreating these iconic Star Wars locations is second to none. This game still looks absolutely fantastic. Now, the only question is, in 2024, is anyone still playing? That is what we are about to find out, and we are already joining a game of Takedana, as you can see. Today, I'm going to attempt to find a match in every game mode Battlefront 2 has to offer, and these include Supremacy, Galactic Assault, Starfighter Assault, Blast, Co-op, and the game mode I fear the most, Ewok Hunt. I still have nightmares about those evil little teddy bears. Are all these game modes still playable today? Will we be able to find all the matches we need? Now, one of my other big gripes and criticisms with this game is that there is a map rotation. Up there, 17 players is needed as well. That's heavily disappointing, but at least there are 3 other people in the lobby. I am playing on PC, which means there are potentially other people around. I tried loading up the PS5 before, but could not find a game apart from co-op, so thought perhaps PC would be a good time. Today in Australia, at the time of recording this as well, is a public holiday, so I figured perhaps more people could be at home playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 in 2024. We will see. As I was saying, the problem I have with Battlefront 2 is that it constantly, consistently just seems adamant about loading you into the sequel maps. I feel like every time I play this game, I rarely get to play on the Clone Wars maps, or even the original trilogy maps, to be honest, because we're always playing on a sequel era map, like Takedana, which is clearly a blatant rip-off of Yavin 4. It looks like exactly the same. Oh, Mars's castle's there, the temple's there, everything's the same, and you can't even find a game. I was really hoping that the PC version, guys, would be able to find a game. Oh, why? The thing is as well, I think DICE has great intentions, because they wanted initially for you to be able to choose which era you play in. However, that only works if there are people actually playing the game. Back in the day, I remember this being amazing. You could just go in straight away, load up the Age of the Republic, because let's be real, what other age are we all playing in? And immediately find a game. Nowadays, that's not the case. The thing as well, Starfighter Assault in this game looks absolutely stunning and was the foundation for what they built with Star Wars Squadrons, which arguably is the best Starfighter Star Wars-based combat game. But nowadays, it's almost impossible to play a match of Starfighter Assault, considering no one is playing that game mode. Agent Kloss, seriously guys, again, with the sequel planets. The game just wants to troll me. I swear every time it's like, oh, there's a game! Agent Kloss, the Klosslands. Again, another copy of Yavin 4. It's another forest planet. And I know the argument in Star Wars is that there's too many sand planets, but at least the sand planets have discerning, distinguishable differences. All right, we found a game. Here we go. I'm so keen. I am so pumped. I have nothing unlocked because I normally play on PlayStation, but that isn't going to stop us from taking the #1 spot. Forest planets, though, they're all just a bunch of trees and old temples. That's what they feel like, and I thought this planet was initially. Whoa, how wide is my field of view right now? Guys, look at this game. I know games nowadays don't necessarily look a lot better than they did 7 years ago. Like the graph and the curve is kind of steadying out, if you know what I mean, but still a strikingly stunning game. You're on my team, and I will shoot you anyway. Once again, playing in the Resistance era, because, you know, it's Battlefront 2 and I'm trying to record a video and the game knows that. And they're like, yeah, nah, we want to show off the sequels just yet again. The thing is, well, Battlefront 2 is a product of the sequel era. It was being developed during the time of the sequels, therefore it only makes sense that it featured a high amount of sequel content. I mean, we had the Last Jedi DLC, we had the Rise of Skywalker DLC. There was Rise of Skywalker DLC, wasn't there? Yes, I believe there was. There were so many updates afterwards. And I think this is a perfect example of how a game developer can actually fix a game and listen to fans. They certainly did that with Battlefront 2. Unlike they'd done with any other game at that point, it felt like. They took the time to listen to community feedback and actually improve the game and add so many elements that people requested, like the Clone Wars. That moment, Dennis Brandville walked on stage and said,
"So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars."
Was a game-changing, life-changing moment for so many. Oh, I am so stupid. I did not realize we had Resistance AT-STs here. Is that a thing? Why have I never played as them? Since when do we have them? I really should just put the HUD on and let's go for that win. This is why I don't play the sequels, guys. This is exactly why, because I'm only going to get myself into more and more trouble and clearly have no idea what I'm doing by shooting our own AT-STs. Is that a thing in the movies? I don't believe anyone even comes here. Like, Agent Kloss doesn't get attacked in the movies, does it? There's no invasion here. So clearly that's a post, that's something that the DICE have taken creative liberties with, and they've put in the game, and here we are. Hang on, can I claim one of those? I don't have enough points for that, but maybe I'll get one of these car things and see if I can ram someone with it. This is the ugliest vehicle I think I could possibly ever imagine. I feel like I'm just driving a giant brick. Honestly though, I have that criticism of a lot of the sequel vehicles. I feel like a lot of them look like this. They're just kind of ugly and chunky and a shell of what they were in the other eras. Yes, I'm a prequel fanboy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay with that. I'm not hating on the sequels, am I? I was back in the zone. I was so back in the zone. I just hope that one day we can get off this blasted jungle forest. Regardless of the fact we're playing in the sequel era, this still looks stunning. I think part of it as well is just the laser blasts flying everywhere. It just gives it that Star Wars feel. You know, apart from that, we're just in a jungle. We're basically just in a jungle. Look at these tropical ferns. That's where it's at. You could holiday here if you're into jungle holidays. Do a trek safari. I wonder if there are creatures here that will kill you. That's one thing original Battlefront 2 I think did better than this Battlefront 2, among many others, but one thing it had were wildlife, like the Acklay. You remember that mission with the Acklay where they just come and kill you on Felucia? And then they added Felucia to this game and there were no Acklay. Felucia map was fun though, if you ever load it, because it is a prequel map of course, and remember how hard it is to load prequel maps based on everything I say. Also, if you have a completely different experience to me, please tell me, because my experience of this game is heavily prequels. Oh, it's the trash can herself, sorry. And, oh, I'm gonna take the trash out. No. Okay, someone else took the trash out, but the trash has been taken out, as you can clearly see. Wasted character as well. You had the chance to be as cool as Boba Fett, and you turned out to be about as cool as Bib Fortuna. Of all the slimy characters in Star Wars, I'd say Bib Fortuna is the slimiest. Wouldn't you say? What is that thing around Bib's neck as well? It's technically a bib made of flesh. Flame Trooper's trying to get me from over there. It's not gonna work, mate. I have a bigger cannon than you, by the way, as well. Oh my gosh. Bro, I just wasted my cannon. Was that really necessary? AT-ST, kill the Empire! Kill the Empire! Activate the ray shields! The ray shields! You guys rate my General Grievous impression? Why can't I walk fast with this? It's literally an energy shield. It's made of nothing, it weighs nothing, and yet you're limited to walking this quickly. It's not like you just put on a bunch of weight. I know you're a heavy class, but technically that's just in the name, not in the weight you carry, correct? It seems General Grievous's ray shields were ineffective just as they were in the film. Rey Skywalker! Oh my gosh, triggered. Even with the yellow lightsaber. If this doesn't trigger everyone, I'm not sure what will. That said, I do like she has a very unique lightsaber, especially with the way she turns it on. She kind of like twists the thing and it ignites from there, showing multiple different colors at the same time. But in terms of the whole Skywalker thing, I'm gonna let you guys decide and fight in the comments as to whether that should be allowed in Star Wars or not. Also, just the whole Rey Palpatine. How about she just be Rey? I'm just happy with her being called Rey. Rey nobody. Rey nobody cares. Rey, you were too powerful for everyone, and everyone knows that. And I missed all of my swings. You see? She's not OP in the game, though. She's not quite the same as her film counterpart, it seems. If a Sith Trooper can literally roll out of the way of you, I don't see how you were the most OP character, apart from Starkiller, before he got taken out of the canon by Disney, in the entire saga. Who would win in a lightsaber duel between Rey and Anakin? Anakin technically, arguably, people say, or Obi-Wan is the best duelist because he defeated Anakin, but people say for some reason Anakin is the best, correct? We won. All right, let's hopefully load a prequel. Oof, another ugly ship. But who would win in a lightsaber duel between Rey and Anakin? I have to put money on Anakin, but the thing is, Rey seemingly just nerfs everyone, so perhaps it would be Rey. Perhaps Rey. Oh, I came fourth. The other people, they're not even people though, they're just ATSTs. I feel like I did way better than. I wasn't OP, I was just playing as the most OP character in all of Star Wars. If you disagree with me as well, if you think Rey isn't actually that powerful, let me know. She didn't really seem to train too much to learn all her force abilities though, that's all I'm saying. She was very natural. And I guess technically they explain that through her being a Palpatine, but at the same time, that feels like a bit of cop-out and something they invented only at the last second to justify. We're going to Naboo. We're going to Naboo. Oh my gosh, I see a clone trooper. We're doing it. Oh, thank God. Okay, I am so happy. Finally, my dream has come true of being able to play on Clone Wars planet. Please, nothing go wrong, nothing bad happen, no one panic, okay? As large a game as this is, and as the amount of content that's in it, it still feels like there could be so much more, but I think that's a credit to the vastness of Star Wars. Even all the appearances and skins they added. All of these weren't in the game at launch. All of these Clone Trooper skins, which are sweet. So sweet. I'm playing as the 327th Star Corps. I'm not sure why. I guess I like the armor. Oh, it's nighttime. You forget the planets also have day-night cycles. Look at this planet. Look at this. Look at what they've created here. It is stunning. Lighting-wise, textures, everything. The depth. Clone Trooper walked through the streets of Naboo, feeling alone, seeing his dead brothers lying on the pavement, fallen to the droid army, the separatists, ravaging war across the galaxy. He had been trained for this, bred for this moment his entire life, finally capable of fighting for a cause. He made his way into battle, blaster in hand, ready to face whatever came, whatever lay at hand. He made his way around to the side, trying to flank, trying to defend his clone brothers. He was yet to face off against a droid. He could see some in the distance. He opened fire with his blaster, firing heavily. Flashes of light struck across his visor. He shot more into the distance. The sparks, look at those sparks, man. This game is stunning. It is stunning. Look at it. The trees, all the leaves, the birds in the sky. It is beautiful. Look at the little fairy lights as well. I like that they put them here. It's like festive on Naboo. I don't think they were in the movie or the shows or anything. I think they just put them here. All of this as well is approved by Lucasfilm. As far as I know, when a video game developer works on a Star Wars game that's owned, of course, by Disney and Lucasfilm, they have to work incredibly closely with Lucasfilm. And every decision in the game about visuals, about aesthetics, about appearance, all of it, about content that's included, has to be approved by Lucasfilm, which means that they decided that, yes, this is what Naboo should look like. This is the canon version of Naboo. Not that that makes a difference. At the end of the day, it's George Lucas that decides those things. But technically, the current people at Lucasfilm are supposed to uphold what George Lucas created. So in a way, what we're seeing here is George Lucas's vision. Oh, I'm in black and white again. I'm gonna die. There's no way I'm making it to the zone, right? How long do we have to get to the zone? Is that Darth Maul? It's Anakin. Anakin, the Chosen One! You were the Chosen One! I love that you can play this entire game in first person as well. There's a droidic cut! Anakin, you are the Chosen One. You are the Chosen One. You make me cry every time. I cry every time. I do. I cry every time I watch Revenge of the Sith. I've admitted that multiple times. The scene where Anakin turns. Anakin, why did you turn? Where did you go? I mean, he disappeared. He's probably gone to hang out with Palpatine for some strange reason. Why he'd want to spend more time with an old, wrinkly man, I have no idea. But that's what happens in the prequels. And then he turns to the dark side. He literally chooses an old, wrinkly man over Padme. Are you kidding me, mate? Are you actually kidding me? Have you seen Padme? What you had? And you threw that away for this guy? Are you for real? At least Palpatine laughs. Palpatine seemingly laughs more than Padme. He's a chuckly bloke. He likes a good chuckle, does Palpatine. It might be an evil chuckle, but it's a chuckle nonetheless. You can't diss him for that, for his chuckling abilities. Look at this. Forward into battle he moved, his clone brothers all around him, defending the streets of Naboo from the droid invasion. There is something so magical about this game. I know it's been 7 years. I know that there's been so many Battlefront videos made. I know that people are probably have moved on. So many people have moved on from Star Wars Battlefront, but there's still so much to appreciate here, which is what I want to draw attention to with this video. Like the video if you think we need a Battlefront 3 still. Of course we do. Everyone who's even laying eyes on this video should be pressing the like button. Even performing updates like the progression update, I think is really a testament to what they did with this game. They really decided to, from the ground up, fix what the community felt needed to be fixed. And hopefully we get the same result for more recent Star Wars games, which I'm not going to mention by name. But hopefully we get the same thing. And I have spawned as the Clone Commando. This guy didn't exist in the game. Look how much of a thick boy he is. He squats for sure. He's doing some sweet ass squats, just saying. I don't remember the controls for him. I think this is the explosive. Yes, it is. Such unique abilities as well, which I appreciate. It's disappointing you can't play in first person as every class. That said, even just look at this hallway, man. Look at the glossiness of the ground. The light, the reflections, it is absolutely mesmerizing. You feel like you're in Star Wars. As far as immersive Star Wars shooters go, this is it. And it's so disappointing that they decided to not continue with the game's development, with its continued updates, with its live service. I really wish they did, as did everyone, I think. It's kind of surprising as well that they did everything they could to bring the game back to life, and then for whatever reason, the plug was pulled, and we had nothing continue. The game still obviously exists, but the player base, I guess, was dwindling. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe they were just seeing, even after all the updates, players were going down, which I believe was the case. That said, when they launched the Clone Wars, there were more players in the game than I think ever before. It was basically the same as the amount of players there were a month after launch, if I remember those stats correctly. But it's crazy to think that they'd built all of this work, that they'd done so much to bring this game back to life, and then it kind of just ended. And it was a shock. It was so sudden. It felt like such a defining moment. The end of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and the end of an era. I miss those days. I really do. It was fun, and I think still, even though, yes, technically there are a few live service Star Wars games that are playable right now, such as Star Wars Hunters, it's just not the same. Star Wars Hunters is much more of a casual experience. It's a mobile game, essentially, and it's not the immersive kind of experience that Battlefront 2 provides you with. It doesn't have the same level of fidelity, the same level of detail, the same level of immersion, and even connectivity. Imagine this was crossplay. I feel like that could have helped. The fact, I think it just came in the era, this game was created in the era before crossplay was becoming a lot more normalized, and more publishers and game developers were just making that something that was in every game. The fact that Battlefront 2 released before that meant that crossplay wasn't included, but I feel like that definitely could have helped with the amount of players in each game. I'll be honest, in the past few years, every time I've tried to play this game, especially the larger game modes, I struggle severely to find games. And yes, part of that is because I live in a small region, living in Australia. It wouldn't be the same as, I guess, trying to find a game in Europe or in the US. But at the same time, if there was crossplay, I feel that issue could have been solved. There's so much more that could have been done with this game, and I think that's how everyone feels. Imagine we got DLC for The Mandalorian. Imagine we got DLC for Ahsoka, for each series, and/or DLC even. It's funny that Galaxy of Heroes received so much more content than Battlefront 2. There are so many updates for that game, even though, yes, at times, I think I see the community talking about how there's not really much content in the updates, but it still feels like they could have applied some of that to this, and I guess, again, it's a lot easier to update that game than this game. It's a much simpler mobile style game. You don't really need to do much apart from design character models and get approval for characters. But when it comes to this kind of game, there's a lot more detail and nuance involved, and, you know, different abilities, even designing the droidicas. I remember the developers talking about how much of a task that was to make a class that rolled, basically. And I'm gonna get killed by Darth Maul. Hopefully one day we get either Battlefront 3 or another kind of shooter style game, an immersive Star Wars online multiplayer live service Star Wars experience that isn't Fortnite. Let's be real. It seems like Disney are doing more with Fortnite now, and Star Wars has more plans to be involved in Fortnite. Not really sure how much of that is going to be revealed just yet, but it seems like they're going down that path due to a new partnership that I made a video about a few months back. But that seems to be the way things are going now. Everything is just going with the major publishers, and I guess Epic Games at the moment have the monopoly on that with Fortnite and the amount of different experiences available in Fortnite. It's not quite like Battlefront 2 though. It's not quite like even a Battlefront 3 would be. The thing is as well, imagine they made Battlefront 3, how would they even start? It would have to be from the ground up, and it wouldn't be DICE, because DICE is so heavily involved and focused currently on developing the new Battlefield game. EA as well, I think, intend to make more money on Battlefield than they ever did with a Battlefront game because it's their own IP. They don't have to pay Disney and Lucasfilm for licensing fees. They own everything. EA owns Battlefield. They created it. So it's essentially, if it sells well, it's going to make them more money than this would. That said, I feel like they still do value their partnership with Disney, considering they're continuing with the Jedi games, and there are seemingly more Star Wars games in development at other studios that are yet to be announced. There's the RTS game, I believe that they're also developing. Respawn are developing with Bit Reactor, that new studio. So there's more on the way. It's just years away still. It's not Battlefront. It's as simple as that. Devastated. When are we getting more Battlefront? When? Give me Battlefront. Okay, no, but in all honesty, I am having the best time playing as the Clone Commando. Just talking and watching the graphics and watching the spectacle that is Battlefront 2. Look at that. Look at that. Ultra settings on the graphics. I'm not uploading the video in 4K or anything, so it's probably going to be not the same as what I'm seeing here. I hope it still looks good for you guys, but I came fourth again. I thought I was playing so good. Next up, we are traveling to the planet of Jakku. I like Jakku. However, that said, I liked the Star Wars Battlefront 1 version of Jakku much better than I liked Battlefront 2's version, because you're actually playing the Battle of Jakku. This is the sequel era of Jakku, which doesn't really make sense. We're kind of just playing in the scrapyard that is Jakku, that we see, I guess, in The Force Awakens, where Rey is living. But in Battlefront 1, you actually get to play what is basically the Battle of Jakku. And you get to play it, yes, also in the story mode for this game, for Battlefront 2, but it's not quite the same. That Battlefront 1 map was so cool. Oh yeah, and it had that, like, Levolution. Do you guys remember when DICE were huge into that Levolution kind of thing? It was something they introduced into Battlefield. Halfway through a game, the entire map would change due to weathering effects and due to a giant event. Well, on Jakku, there was a Star Destroyer, I think a Super Star Destroyer, that crashed in the distance. You could watch it crash. There was a bit of an earthquake as that was happening, and then after the crash, a sandstorm would basically envelop the map, and you'd have to play under the sandstorm conditions. So much fun. So good. I had such good memories with that game. I'm going to go back likely at some point and make a video about that, considering that game is also having an anniversary. It's been 9 years. 9 years. That game is nearly 10 years old, and I guarantee it looks just as good as this, which is actually incredible. I mean, guys, come on. Look at this. Look at the detail and the amount of depth. You feel like there's a whole world out there, and that's part of what I think they were trying to achieve here. They're trying to make you feel like you're just a small ant, you're a small speck in the broader, huge, massive galaxy that is Star Wars. I am happy to be a red speck. I love the idea of the Sith Trooper. Hey guys, let's make a new Stormtrooper. Oh, we haven't used red Stormtroopers in a while. I guess we'll make the Stormtroopers red, because they stand out and they sell more merch, I guess. And they did look kind of cool. They were kind of, I don't know, The Rise of Skywalker as well. I'm sure some of you know my comments on that film. It just didn't really impress me in any particular way, apart from Adam Driver's role. Red Stormtroopers, guys, they are cool, I will admit. They were just kind of useless though. They weren't threatening or anything. It was just like Palpatine's secret army, which to me still doesn't make sense. How are they alive? Like, why do they exist? I don't really understand. Like, how did Palpatine create that whole army that were just chilling with him in the darkness of Exegol for so many years? And oh my goodness. Chewbacca's charging me. What is going on? Can you please go away? Yeah, thank you, Palpy. That's right. Kick you. Haha. I want to kick. Oh, no. Okay. It's fine. Oh, first person again. Come on, man. It looks so good. You feel like that. Oh. I'm so overwhelmed by the game. You feel like you're playing a different game. That's why it's awesome. Look at this gun. Why did the sequel era weapons look like toys as well? That looks like the most plasticky kind of gun I've ever seen. I guess if DICE are known for one thing, it is their weapons as well. And I'm trying to kill BB-8, which I think is a bad idea because he's impossible to even target. He's so little. He's still alive. He's still being a little menace. A little roly ball menace. He's killing every... Kylo, why don't you deal with him, man? Kylo's not even interested. Kylo's just running away from him. Bro, what is going on here? Bro, what are you doing? Oh no, he's gonna kill me now. It is is it BB-8 or BB-9E? Am I wrong? I think it's BB-9E. I'm a fool. He just looks like BB-8 because oh my goodness. He looks like BB-8 because he's covered in sand. I don't like sand. It's caused rough irritating and there's a trash can in my way again. Let's try the heavy and let's try first person with this chunky gun. Why are we playing on another... Oh my gosh, he just went for a jump. Why are we playing on another sequel era map? I wanted to play on an original trilogy map or another Clone Wars map, but again, the game has brought me back to the sequels. Why? Rey flies now. Also, she was just dabbing in midair for whatever reason. There you go. Kylo beats Rey. as should be the case. As if Kylo didn't beat Rey in The Rise of Skywalker, just saying. That was also, and then brings him back to life. It's still my opinion that Rey should have died at the end of The Rise of Skywalker instead of Kylo. It would have been ironic for him to live at the end because he would have had to deal with the shame of being a villain the entire time and have it on his conscience that he was a villain and he was the reason Rey died. But of course they can't kill the Disney princess. Kind of disappointed that this is the only game mode we can play. I kind of want to go and check out and see if it is possible to load into some kind of Starfighter event, even if it's an offline one. I just want to check it out. I haven't played Starfighters in this game and see what it looks like with the Ultra HD graphic settings in the year 2024 on the game's 7th anniversary. Oh, that was, I can't tell. Put a helmet on. I know you're a first order officer, but I honestly can't tell the difference. So you should be wearing a helmet, just saying. Dude, this game, it looks absolutely incredible. It looks incredible. I know I keep saying it, but my goodness. Up, Finn. John Boyega. Hi players, this is John Boyega.
And this is Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I do like that they got him for the trailer. That was kind of cool. That was an exciting moment. That was before the game had launched. The promise of what Battlefront 2 was going to be, especially considering Battlefront 1, as good as it was, and I enjoyed a lot of it, it was kind of lacking content. As far as I can remember, initially there were only 4 maps when they launched the game, and then when they finished, I think there were only maybe 6 or 7 of the large maps anyway. There were a lot of, oh my goodness, there were a lot of, that was brutal. There were a lot of smaller maps, but the large maps not so much. This game, however, has something like 50 maps, which is absolutely absurd. All eras as well. Battlefront 1 was only original trilogy, which I also think was a wise choice because everyone at the time was like, oh no, they're going to release Star Wars Battlefront and it's going to be only sequel era because it came out in 2015, which is the same year as The Force Awakens released. So the sequels were what was happening at the time. The sequel trilogy was going off. Oh, Palpy, yes! Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's a Sith legend.
Let the hate flow through.
He claps his hands and there's no clap sound. That is one wrinkly face though. Just remember guys, I don't know what all these sparks, there's like a bug infestation in this room. Just remember, Anakin chose this guy, this wrinkly old man over Padme. I know I said it before, I'll say it again because it's just so bewildering. What was he thinking? Anakin, you fool! Wake up! Even this, playing as each hero, how each hero has discernible abilities that are so, oh my goodness. Imagine charging at Palpatine like that. So unique. Look, he's being tortured by the electricity. That's so cool. So unique. I love it. I love it. All right, let's try the trash can. Let's see if the trash can's any good. Oh my goodness, everything goes green. That is intense on my eyes. And then you've got like a buff thing, I believe. I mean, technically this is supposed to be a heat sensor, right? But as soon as they die, they just disappear. So they go cold instantly. We won! We won! Victory! Fourth again. I'm clearly out of practice. It has been quite a while, quite some time since I have attempted to play Battlefront 2. I wonder what map we're going to next and whether it's going to be worthwhile sticking around for. Otherwise, I'm going to go fly myself a ship. Geonosis! Oh my gosh, my favorite! Yes! I'm going to go ahead and say Geonosis is the best sand planet there is. Tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong. What are we? You get Pisana? Tatooine? Everyone's tired of Tatooine. Everyone's been to Tatooine 1,000 times. Name another sand planet. Jakku? Jakku? Come on, man. Who wants to live on Jakku when you can live on Geonosis with the bugs, the cockroaches, who apparently are the ones responsible for constructing the Death Star. This is the one with the 3 stages, I believe, and it goes down the hill. I love this map, especially in Galactic Assault, because it opens up and then the sandstorm comes across and it just, look at this game. How is this 7 years old? Look at it, man. Just look at the LAAT just flew over. It is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, their ships are coming into land. Look at this. Look at the live events that happen all around. I feel like I'm experiencing this game. Oh, I can't go there. I feel like I'm experiencing this game with so much excitement because I haven't played it in such a long time, and I also haven't played on this high graphics. Normally I play on medium for some reason, and for me, just even sand. Look at the texture of the sand. Anakin would absolutely hate it here. There are more grains of sand on my screen than I think I've ever seen before, even in real life. I want to see that happen again. Can you actually see the ships flying in from distance? Look at them flying over. And this is part of what makes the Battle of Geonosis feel so much larger than just the battle that you're in. Yeah, just one flew in then. Look at that. Man, I want to play on all the other maps as well. Look at these. Oh my gosh, that is so cool, man. Absolutely stunning as a game. Absolutely. I'm not even playing the objective. This is why I'm coming last every time, because I'm spending my time getting all cinematic shots and just looking at the scenery. Like, why does the Clone Trooper armor just look so much cooler than Stormtrooper armor? They really went all out with the designs. And what's so interesting is that none of the clones in the prequels are real. All the armor is CGI. That's unbelievable to think, because back in the day, it still looks so real. It looked so, it's... you feel like they're all real, which they are. I mean, CGI was pretty good by that point, and part of the reason for that was because of Star Wars, because they were the ones developing the technology, but at the same time, just like absolutely gorgeous looking. It's crazy to think that the first on-screen clone troopers, I think, first appeared in like Mandalorian or Obi-Wan Kenobi, or it was only a few years ago. Up until then, I made a video about it on the Clips channel. It was a longer video exploring the history of clone troopers going from CGI to real life and real armor. Look at the bugs overhead. Disappointed you can't play as a Geonosian in this game. That would be so cool. I miss playing as Geonosians. Chewie, what are you doing here? Get back to your own era. Oh, technically, I guess he was around in this era. Actually, yes, he was. And this game mode, I believe, is era locked. So it's fine, Chewie. Anyway, moving down to this section of the battle. There we go. Get out of here, stormtroopers. Oh, get out of here, droids. Or all those droidicas, I'll tell you where they are. They're dead. Even the explosions, the way they animated the explosions in this game, the amount of sparks that fly everywhere, it just, the way they bounce off the ground. Look, watch the sparks as they, after they spark up and then they bounce along the ground. That, it looks so good. It looks so real. I love Battlefront 2. Details you haven't noticed. Look at the battle that's going on down there. Guys, would you want to see me make more details in Battlefront 2 videos? I used to make a bunch of them, all about the background details and battles that were going on, I guess. Stuff that you can see on the horizon that you may not initially pay attention to, but is there. Oh, what was that jump he did? That was awesome. And even though none of those battles in the distance are real, it makes you feel like there's a larger war going on here. Whoa, I just got sniped by the tank. Yoda! Oh, no, Anakin. Anakin all the way, bro. Okay, I am the chosen one, and I'm going into battle. Look at this.
Like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know he said that in this game. What? As if he says that while on Geonosis. That is incredible that they put that in the game. Come on, I did not know they did that. Anakin slowly made his way down onto the battlefield, knowing that each step he took, the further into the sand he went, the further he would be away from not experiencing sand in his boots, sand in every crevice. Dude, this is absolutely epic. The way you can slow walk, even the way he walks. It's so Vader-esque. Oh, the tank attacking me. I'm gonna get out of here. What? Oh. All right, let's go Bark Speeder all the way. I'm sending full send into battle. Full send, max speed. Oh my gosh, this is cool though. Oh, I'm outside the battlefield. Let's try and stay within the battle. Try and avoid the jank as much as possible. Here's a big criticism I have with Battlefront 2. It's the vehicles. It's the fact they don't really have the same freedom you had in the original Battlefronts. You can't park them and get out and then go shoot and get back in. There's no vehicles that have multiple seats. It really felt like the original Battlefront 2 was going for more of that Halo style of vehicle, whereas this Battlefront 2 is a bit more rigid with the way you use vehicles, and that to me is kind of disappointing. That said, it's still cool that they've put so many vehicles in the game. Oh, I'm gonna avoid the tank. I'm gonna get off. Look, it just explodes, you see? I've never had a good experience with a Bark Speeder. I don't remember ever using one in a way that I could say is successful. The clone trooper had made his way to Geonosis, infiltrated the cave, and slowly decided to try and take the command post on his own. All of his brothers were not around him. He was alone on this one. And the bounty hunter Bossk had just showed up, and he knew he was going to be in some trouble. I just realized my score in all the other maps might have been really low because I was never playing the actual objective. Obi-Wan Kenobi! What's your line?
I'd say hello, but you're obviously anxious to start.
You can always say hello, Obi-Wan. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there indeed, yes. All right, look how good this looks, man. Look at this game. Far out. Just watching the footage, I've got another screen over here where I'm actually capturing the gameplay and I'm watching that. It just looks so good. It's what we've always wanted. I love Star Wars, man, and moments like this remind me of that. I'm so passionate about it. That's why I've been doing this for so long, I guess, and still happy about doing it, still love doing it. But it's moments like this where you see how far it's come. You see the stuff that George Lucas originally created, his original vision, his original envisioning of what this galaxy would be, and then like stuff like this, what it's become today. I know there's so much negativity around Star Wars, but it's moments like this where you just have to appreciate and just see how good it is, see how good it actually is, see how good we've actually got it, you know, see how good it actually was. That, yep, I'm gonna say it, that Disney took over, because without that, I don't think we'd have a game like this. And I know, yes, maybe another publisher would have made it, but they continued it on. They made the decision, yes, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get killed by, bro, why are the tanks always going for the heroes? Nope, I'm saying oh my gosh, no! I'm saying controversial stuff, and the tank got me for it. All right, I take everything back. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, everyone. Look at this battle. Look at the clone troopers over here. Look at this whole thing that's going on. Good thing this droid hasn't seen me and won't do anything about it. Oh my... Did I do that? I've never seen them explode before. Did I do that? What? They explode? Maybe that was just a coincidence that I was shooting him at the right time. I didn't think I could impact what's on the side of the battle here, because they're not actually involved in the battle. That's like a prop, an extra on the side. You see, if I walk any further into here, yeah, there, I'm out of bounds. You see, this isn't our battle to fight, but I didn't even know you could get this far. I'm a lot closer to them than I thought you could be. Look at them, like, feel like they're on the front lines here. They're rushing up. Yes, they're a little janky. Oh, that death. There's a little bit of jank going on, like they're just kind of, you know, not doing too much. He just stood there and died, but it's still cool, man. Let's see if I can get this one then. Yeah, it is a coincidence that he blew up. I'm pretty sure, because I'm shooting this one. Look at that. Oh, tank landing. Oh, I died. Okay. Man, it's been such a long time since I've jumped in Battlefront 2 and just had a good time, just chilled and, you know, played a few rounds. Part of it's being reminded of this game. And playing and the experience, what it feels like to play and how cool it is and how many different features are in the game, and there's so much more it could have been, yes, but I'm here to appreciate what it is and what it is right now and what we got with it. I'm content with what we got with it. Battlefront 2 is a good game. On Steam, if you check the Steam rating for this game, it's a 9 out of 10. It was not a 9 out of 10 at launch. There's no way. 9 out of 10 is high. I don't think it launched on Steam initially though. I think it was on EA and then only later it launched on Steam. But that's still a very high rating. Nope, we lost. Devastated. How did I come forth again? I was playing the objective. Not for most of the time though, to be honest. I was getting a lot of cinematics. Starfighter Assault, come on, baby. Come on, give me a match. No one's gonna be, there's no way anyone's gonna be playing Starfighter Assault, hey. Even, I think there is another game mode that we could play, that we could try, perhaps. Ewok Hunt on Endor. There's people playing Ewok Hunt. We have to do it. Let's see if there's anyone actually, oh my gosh, there are people in this game. There are people playing Ewok Hunt. Of all game modes in Battlefront 2, I actually cannot believe people are playing Ewok Hunt. That is incredible. Oh my gosh, it is so dark. I can't believe they got this greenlit as well. It's so cool that they agreed to this, because this release, when Battlefront 2 was still not in its best state. I don't think the Clone Wars had released in Battlefront 2 just yet when they put Ewok Hunt in the game. It's such a fun, creative game mode. It's a horror game. It's like, hey, let's take Star Wars and Ewoks and turn it into a horror experience, and that's what we got. Playing this game with friends as well is so good. Playing this game mode specifically with friends, especially when one of them turns to the other side. Hey guys, good to see you here. So, all right, so this is how you do it. Okay, we're gonna chill. We've got mud all over our shoes, as you can see here. Look at those muddy shoes. Do we have to get to the extraction zone? What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Just chilling? Oh, I hear Wisties. Oh, he's being attacked. Where are the Ewoks? Oh, Ewok. I'm being attacked by Wisties. Ewok. Nope. Wisties gonna kill me. Where is this Ewok at? Also, when is this shuttle incoming? Seriously, how long do we have to last? Oh, there's a death. One of us died. Why is this such a harrowing experience? My Stormtrooper brothers are running away. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yep, thank you, bro. I probably should avoid running through the Wisties. Oh, it's fine. Oh, no, there's more attacking me right now. Okay, I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm sticking with you. Oh, these are cool Stormtroopers, man. Cool players. They're looking out for me. All right, the shuttle's here. Get on the shuttle, guys. Oh, Ewok! Oh, he just got stabbed. He literally just got stabbed. Get on the shuttle, man. Oh. Wow, horror games are not where it's at for me. Played that Alien Isolation game. Oh, it broke me. It broke me so bad. No! Oh my god! Let's try Starfighter Assault again. Come on, people have been playing Starfighter Assault. Let's get it happening, guys. Guys, join a game of Starfighter Assault. I really should just play some games with my Discord server, if I'm being totally honest. I should organize a game, be like, hey guys, I'm gonna be online at this time. Come and play some Battlefront. We'll do it that way. I really should do that. If you're not in the Discord, come and join. Okay, instead of this, I'm gonna go and play a offline hero offline Starfighter game mode and just see what it's like. See if I still enjoy the experience of flying in a ship in this game or if it's a nightmare. Of course, I'm flying the ARC-170 as well. Look at this. Even the waves on Camino as you fly your ship in. The lightning striking overhead, the way you can manually roll your ship, and the first-person mode. Oh my goodness, see, this is a throwback. Fun fact as well, you can actually fly your ship through some of these waves. And you will take a bit of damage, of course, but... Oh, okay, never mind. Did I crash into the pole or did the wave kill me? You can definitely fly your ship through the waves, though. Here you go, the wave's about to collect me. Oh, yeah, I took some damage, but I made it through the wave. That's so cool, man. Oh my gosh, the green blast as well. What a game mode. It looks stunning. The ARC-170 is probably I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, apart from the Naboo Starfighter, it's definitely one of my favorite ships. I should play as this in LEGO Star Wars more often. This game mode is impossible without a HUD. Or is it? Dude, that explosion, so cool. You fly through the explosion as well. Am I responsible? Am I supposed to like take down some of the enemy ships or something like that? Am I supposed to attack? There is no enemy ship here, but look, there's the whole Star Destroyer. I think it's Starfighter Assault on Kamino. There's stuff happening like that. Man, I miss those days where you could actually play the game online like that. All right, let's actually, like, we should probably just put the HUD on, hey, so we can actually play the game. It's just, for me, playing without the HUD is so much more immersive. I don't know, they tried to do this scopes only thing. Let's try this. You still can't really see. What's the point of this? Like, what scopes only do? There's no scope. I can't see any of the ships. I just wish you could have more customization over the HUD. Evasive action. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. It's not working. Oh, I think we lost. Oh no, we won. And I'm gonna crash in the end screen. Why? Okay, let's try an actual space map and see what it's like. And I think we're gonna try one that's in the original trilogy era to play as the X-Wing. Dude, look at this. Look how good this looks. Look at how good this game looks. And this is a 7-year-old game at this point. I feel like graphics kind of did peak then. Hey, 2017 just seemed like it was where they were like, yeah, games look really good now. Do you know what I mean? Like Battlefront 1 did look really impressive. This just took it to a whole nother level though. And I think there were a bunch of other games released that year. I mean, Red Dead came out the following year and that obviously looked incredible as well. But it was around that time, those few years, where games just... That's kind of where I feel like they hit the peak. And yes, games nowadays can look better than this, of course. I don't think it's that much of an upgrade. It's a credit to the developers though, because it's not only about the graphics, it's the detail they put into the design. It's all about the design that is what makes the game look great. The ship feels so light as well. I feel like this is the first time Battlefront 1's space combat, or it was all atmospheric, I believe, but it just wasn't, you couldn't manually roll your ship. You were kind of stuck on a single plane and you couldn't actually like do a full spin of your ship, and this is the most like stunning looking Starfighter gameplay and probably most immersive until Star Wars Squadrons released a few years later. Oh, that final kill though, come on. Battlefront 2 is still an incredible looking game. If you want to see some more of those Battlefront 2 videos I mentioned, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this. It is so fun to go back into this game. I was one off 666, which would have been a great way to end the video. But thanks for watching, guys. Watch this other Star Wars video here for more, and thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.